Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Jitendra, I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I come with very special lecture. Today I am going to talk about the sex life and religious sacrifice and what our Vedic injunction, Vedic sculpture mention about sex life, whether we have to indulge ourselves in sexual intercourse for getting our kids or our childs or getting a son or daughter or for our sexual enjoyment. So this is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. All the stories, all the incarnation of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, how ignorant people and the people who are actually with having a little mind, how they are working, the cruel-minded blind people, how they are working. So here, Lord Narad Muni stated to. Here Narad Muni taught to the father of Lord Krishna Vasudev. Ignorant of art of work, ignorant of the art of work, such a arrogantly proud of fools, enchanted and livened by the sweet word of Vedas, and livened by sweet words of Veda, to speak very sweet in publicly and with a impure heart. That is all the symbols of all the characteristics of the people who are having a ignorant or the particular person with a demonic nature or the cruel mind, and possess a learned authority and offer flattering and entries to the demigods. The materialistic followers of Vedic rituals, giving up the worship of the Lord, the people who are actually indulge him or herself in too much sexual life, that particular person are not actual worshipper or Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, because the people who are actually knows these all things are material and we don't have to attach, we all have to directly attach with the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Krishna. So these all are not important for us. Our most important things is to worship Lord Sri Hari Vishnu and associate with him. And the people who are ignorant, the people who are materialistic, the people who are having a cruel, blind minded, that kind of person will surely dedicate his or her life in a sex life or sexual intercourse. Such a materialistic person, materialistic householder encourage one another in such a whimsical behavior, understanding the ritual sacrifice as a necessary item for bodily maintenance. Ritual sacrifice is a necessary item for a bodily sacrifice, and they perform unauthorized ceremony in which there is no distribution of the foodstuff or charity to the brahmanas and other respectable person. Instead, they cruelly slaughter the animals such as a goat without any understanding of the dark consequences of their activity, without understanding the dark consequences of their activities. So this kind of the cruel minded person, this kind of the features is cruel minded person, and intelligence of cruel minded, the buddhi of cruel minded is blinded by false ego. The intelligence of cruel minded people is blinded by false ego, based on the great wealth, opulence, prestigious family connection, education, renunciation, personal beauty, physical strength, and successful performance of the Vedic rituals, and being intoxicated with his false ego, false pride. Such as a cruel person blaspheme the Supreme Personality of Godhead and also his devotee. Cruel person, cruel minded person always blaspheme, always criticize the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Sri Hari Vishnu and also his devotee. The personality of Godhead Lord Sri Hari Vishnu is eternally situated within the heart of every embodied being soul, and still the Lord remains situated apart, just as a sky which is all pervading and doesn't mix with any material object. Thus the Lord is the supreme worshipable object and absolute controller of everything. Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, he is absolute control of everything. Lord Sri Hari Vishnu is that, then we don't need anybody's. He is elaborately glorifying the Vedic literature. And but those who bereft of intelligence don't like to hear about him. The people who are actually bereft of their intelligence, they don't like to hear anything about Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, and they prefer to waste their time discussing their own mental concoction, and which inevitably deal with the gross material sense of gratification such as a sex life and also meat eating. Sex life and meat eating, this is the symbol. Eating a meat and also indulge ourselves in sexual life, this is a symbol of the cruel minded person. In this material world, the conditioned soul is always inclined to sex, meat eating and also intoxication. In this material world, the conditioned soul is always inclined. The conditioned soul is always inclined. Always inclined or attracted toward the sex life, meat eating and also intoxication, because those all things are Maya, and therefore religious sculptures never actually encourage such activities. Therefore religious sculpture never encourage this kind of activities. And although the sculpture injunction provide for the sex through the sacred marriage, here listen it very carefully, what kind of sex is allowed, what kind of sexual intercourse is allowed. Here although the sculpture injunction, Vedic sculpture is provide for sex through sacred marriage, provide a sex through sacred marriage, for meat eating through the sacrificial offering, meat eating for the sacrificial offering, and for intoxication through the acceptance of the ritual cup of wine. Intoxication through the acceptance of the ritual cup of wine. Such a ceremony are meet for ultimate purpose of the renunciation. Such a ceremony are the meant for ultimate purpose of renunciation. So meat eating is allowed, sexual life is allowed, and also intoxication is also allowed. But for the particular condition is there, particular criteria is there. The criteria for the sex life is a sacred marriage, and for begetting of the son and daughter, begetting of the children. This is the first criteria. For meat eating, it should be performed with a sacrificial offering. Then only you can eat a meat. It must be offered to Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, or religious sacrifice must be done, or sacrificial offering. The meat is particular sacrificial offering, but it doesn't mean we have to kill all the animals. We have to run a butcher house. And intoxication through the acceptance of the ritual cup of wine, acceptance of the ritual cup of wine. Such a ceremony are meant for renunciation. Renunciation, this kind of ceremony meant for the renunciation. So this kind of meat eating, this kind of sexual life, and this kind of intoxicating is allowed as per Vedas, as per our religious injunction. The only proper fruits of acquired wealth is religiosity, on the basis of which one can acquire the philosophical understanding of the life that eventually mature into the direct perception of the absolute truth. Thus, the liberation from all the suffering. Materialistic persons, however, utilize their wealth simply for the advancement of their family situation. They fail to see the insurmountable death will soon destroy the frail of the material body. According to the Vedic injunction, when wine is offered to the sacrificial ceremony, listen it very carefully, this is most important, this is a summary, this is a moral of the particular lecture. I would have to say Vedic injunction which allowed the wine is offered in the sacrificial ceremony, it is later to consume by smelling. Wine is only consumed by smelling, not by drinking. This is mentioned in our Vedic sculpture. Wine is only consuming by smelling, not by drinking. And wine should be offered to religious rituals, must be passed from the religious rituals. And similarly, the sacrificial offering of the animal is permitted. Sacrificial offering of the animal is permitted, but there is no provision for wide scale of animal slaughter. There is no provision for a wide scale of animal slaughter. Religious sex life, listen it very carefully, religious sex life is also permitted, but only in a marriage for begetting a children, not for a sensuous exploitation of the body, not for the sensual exploitation of the body. Unfortunately, however, the less intelligent materialistic cannot understand that their duty in the life should be performed purely on the spiritual platform. So this is all about the sexual life, meat eating, and also intoxicating in our body, means by our body, and whether allowed by our religious sculptures or not. I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.